Today, the Minister of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, Honorable Frank Tumwebaze, has commenced the registration process for value chain actors within the coffee industry across the nation. This strategic move is intended to safeguard Uganda's coffee from being excluded from the European market in compliance with the European Union Deforestation Regulation, which mandates that supply chains must be devoid of products that lead to deforestation and forest degradation.
The Ministry of Agriculture, its agency UCDA, private sector players in the coffee value chain and development partners have prioritized registration of coffee value chain actors so as to enable traceability of our coffee and prove that our source farms have not contributed to deforestation.
During the launch at Uganda Media Center, Honorable Frank Tumwebaze asserted that coffee exports have gradually increased over the years due to its global demand growing at a rate of approximately 2% annually. In the financial year 2023-2024, a total of 5,390,551 bags accounted for 87.94% of the total exports, with Europe being the main destination for Uganda's coffee.
Over the last 11 years, our coffee exports have grown from 11% now to 22% of the commodity exports, and this averaging at 14% over the period.
He reiterated that different markets have different requirements for the coffee imports, and Uganda's approach has been to ensure adherence to set standards, thus continuing to mobilize farmers, traders, and exporters.
So every market has got its own requirements. So in this case, our emphasis for today is on the EU deforestation regulations, which if not complied with, will compromise our ability to trade in that market, which is reasonably sizable.
He outlined the registration process and appreciated the government for providing resources for the registration of the value chain actors. Honorable Frank called upon all stakeholders, including local government leaders, to support the registration exercise.
And we believe it is easy if all actors in the value chain, if all political, religious, local leaders can understand this. There is no politics in this. We are all winners if we act right.
Under the deforestation regulation, only products that are legal in the country of production and not linked to deforestation and forest degradation after 31st December 2020 can be placed on the EU market. The regulation, which takes effect on 1st January 2025, requires that exporters of commodities such as coffee, cocoa and their derivatives must submit specific documents to export to the EU market. The regulation sets specific criteria for products imported into and exported out of the EU market to be deforestation free.